Lismaningsih, Ratu Matahari, and Reka Lagora Marsovel. They will present their study about the effect of using the Android-based application Drinking Alert on the knowledge and attitude of youth in the fulfillment of white water consumption in Bengkulu City. Wisuda Andeka, are you there? Oh, by video. Okay. Please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. The Honorable Mr. Sauki, Mr. Tony, and Ma'am Betty Yosepin. Okay, I want to explain my result. My teams are me and Mrs. Lismaningsih, Ratu Matahari, and then Ma'am Reka Lagora Marsovelli. The title is The Effect of Using the Android-based application Drinking Alert on the Knowledge and Attitude of Youth in the Fulfillment of White Water Consumption in Bengkulu City. Next. For the introduction, we know humans in everyday life need a source of energy, namely eating and drinking. One of them is the need for drinking water. It's known that 70% of the parts in the human body are liquid. Therefore, humans need an adequate supply of water to maintain freshness and physical fitness. The body requires the consumption of mineral water of 1 to 2.5 liters, or the same as 6 to 8 glasses a day. Next, dehydration can have the wrong side effect, which will damage aspect of cognitive function, namely by becoming in confused concentration. Dehydration is very dangerous because it can occur without any significant symptoms. Next. The results show that many adolescents and adults were dehydrated or lack fluids. Studies in Indonesia found 49.5% of adolescents and 42.5% of adults were mildly dehydrated. The purpose of this study was to determine the effect of using an Android-based application Drinking Alert on the knowledge and attitude of adolescents in fulfillment water consumption in Bengkulu City. Next, talking advantage of existing facilities, many innovations to increase knowledge and healthy living behavior through Android application. Technology that is increasingly sophisticated in today's modern era makes humans very dependent on smartphone-based cell phone, so that all activities are completed through smartphones. Based on smartphone user persona report data, the most mobile phone use is in the age group under 30 years. 61% of smartphone users are in the adolescent age group. Next. Material and methods. Our research. This research use quantitative research with quasi-experiment research design. The population in this study were 254 students in grade 9, 8, SMP apa? Middle School 1 Bengkulu City, and 281 students at Middle School 7 Bengkulu City. The sampling technique in this study is a purposive sampling technique. The selection of this sample is based on the characteristic of the criteria that meet the requirements, namely being willing to be respondents, teenagers aged 12 until 40 years, and teenagers who can be invited to communicate and have an Android phone. The sample in this study amounted to 60 respondents, collecting data through a questionnaire consisting of 20 open and closed questions.
Yes,
Next.
I'm already.
This is drinking alert. That's application at the next. This is application, and then intervention. Next. And it's for this is for control. Next. For the result,
Okay.
my research at the table for 1 for the characteristic respondent based on age and type gender. This table, it was found that most 70% of the intervention group were 14 years old, while some of the control group were 14 years old in terms of gender. Most of the respondents in the intervention group were women, while in the control group, most were male. Next. On the next table, average knowledge teenager about water consumption before and after in the group intervention and group control. The table shows the average score of adolescents' attitude about drinking water consumption after being given the effect of using Android-based application drinking alert in the intervention group is 13.17, while in the control group using the media control card is 28.77. For the next table, attitude average teenager about water consumption in the group intervention and group control. On the table shows the average score of adolescent attitude about drinking water consumption of being given the effect of using Android-based application drinking alert in the intervention 30.17, while the control 28.77. Next. For the next table, for table 4, effect of utilizing an Android-based application drinking alert against adolescent knowledge about drinking water consumption before and after being given media Android application water reminder and media console card. This result of statistical tests show that there are differences in adolescent knowledge scores before and after being given the effect of using Android-based application drinking alert by using non-parametric test Mann-Whitney, where according to the significance where P is 0.0 less than 0.05. From this result, it can be concluded that the Android application drinking alert is more influential in increasing adolescent knowledge about drinking water consumption compared to control card media. Next. The last table, about effect of utilizing Android-based application drinking alert against adolescent attitude about drinking water consumption before and after being given media Android application, water reminder, and media console card. The result of statistical tests show that there are differences in adolescent attitude score before and after being given the effect of using Android-based application drinking alert by using non-parametric. Where this result, it can be concluded that the Android application drinking alerts is more influential in increasing adolescent attitude about drinking water consumption compared to control card media.
Sorry, Miss Wisuda, your
Yes.
time 1 more minute.
What?
1 more minute.
Oh yeah. Okay. Next.
1 minute remaining.
Okay. This conclusion about characteristic, average knowledge, and the average attitude of adolescent about drinking water. Next. Next. The conclusion, the use of Android-based application drinking alert is more influential in increasing the knowledge and attitude of adolescents compared to control card media. Next. I think that's enough. Thank you for attention and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the excellent presentation, Miss Wisuda.
Thank you.
We will go into the next session discussion from the reviewers. For Mr. Dr. Tony, time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. I think it is a good presentation, and also I would like to know, your title mentioned that the effect of using the Android-based application. So you don't mention this in your methodology, how the Android-based application work. Yeah. So it is in order to make sure the reader, oh, this is like this, in order to catch up the information about knowledge, attitude. Yeah. Please tell me, explain me a little bit more about Android-based application work. Hello?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tony. This application digunakan. This application used for students at adolescents every day. So for the 2 weeks, they use this application for activities, and then this alert always give all alarm code or alarm for remember for them to drinking water.
Oh. Or this is a kind of remind, yeah? Reminded, yeah?
Oh.
Okay?
Yes.
By using alarm. So
Yes.
the other one is, you said of the title of youth. Youth is a general term. Yeah? It is better to use adolescent or teenagers. Youth is general term in English.
Oh, yes.
The title. Okay.
Okay, yep. Oh, thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Soki.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tony, for the review, and then we will continue to the Dr. Betty. Please, Dr. Betty.
I think the good article, but my question to author, population in your study about 250 students, but in your sample size in intervention and group control group, only 30%. Why only 30?
Huh?
And how to
Um,
match their characteristic, please tell me about it.
okay,
Population
you.
in your study very big,
Big.
but, and your sample size is very lower. Yeah. Intervention and control group only 30%.
Yeah.
30%, and how to match their characteristic.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. My respondents use formula by Lemeso, and then there are get 30 respondents for intervention and control group. Apa? Nggak dengar.
I think your sample size were very small, Miss.
So 60 respondents, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's yes.
Okay.
It's 60 respondent.
This group only 30 responding.
Yes.
Yeah. How to match their characteristic and how to determine from population.
Oh, this population from amount of this population amount of SMP kok sini middle school in Bengkulu City.
Okay, so the sample is using middle school
Yes,
teenager.
yes, that's right. Thank you, Mrs. Betty.
Okay, okay. I thank you, Miss Dr. Betty. I want to ask you some question.
Yes.
First, how the application you use application, right? Drinking alerts application, and how it can increase the knowledge and attitude in your research.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sauki. This application in this slide, my slide, show that its application just not only so not only just alarm, but there are some information about drinking water. Effective for drinking water, enough, I think.
So the application the application you use also gives some
Information.
information,
Yes.
so the people can read it.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, yeah, I think it is important to you to write it in the methods.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just only mention the alert. How can the alarm
Yes.
interfere the education and then the knowledge and something? Okay, and then last suggestion, maybe the conclusion you need to write it more sharp. Yeah, I think this is very long conclusion, and don't repeat the results, please. Do not
Oh.
repeat the result. Just mention
Okay.
what is the conclusion from the result, but don't repeat the result. Okay,
Okay.
maybe that's all because we already run out of time. And thank you so much,
Okay.
Miss Wisuda Andeka Marleni, for the presentation and then for the research. And good luck.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sauki. Thank you, Mr. Tony and Dr. Betty. Thank you.
Okay, I think this is the end of the session. 6 presentation already presents their work, and I would like to say many thanks for the presenters and reviewers, and also for the wonderful audience for coming this excellent conference. Again, thank you so much, and I will continue this session to the next